Welcome to Create a Wow Life. My name is Jessica Peterson. I am a real estate agent out in beautiful sunny Florida and the founder of Simply Wow Agency. I am excited to go ahead and reveal to you different ways you can wow people, your business, and you. Definitely, many of you have wowed me. If I can connect you with the right people, resources, house, or business, let me know. Are you ready to create a wow life? Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Jessica Peterson here with Create a Wow Life. We're all about wowing people, your business, and you. Today, we're going to talk about a very hot subject with Dr. Joy. Welcome, Dr. Joy.
Hi, Jessica.
So after I conversed with you the other day, I had the aha moment of there's two people, how many parents out there really want to see their kids choose the right career for them. So they're absolutely happy. And then the other side is we spoke about how people, doesn't matter your age, can sometimes realize they're not in the right career. They're not really feeling fulfilled. And you had some really good information. So do you want to expand a little bit more about who you are, Dr. Joy?
Sure. So I'm Dr. Joy Hamm. I am an education consultant with Excellence Performance. I spent about 19 years before joining Excellence working on the college and university side of recruiting, admissions, and financial aid. And so that's what sparked my interest in consulting, and that's what sparked Excellence interest in bringing me on as a part of their team, is really helping students and family navigate that college search and admissions process.
I love it. I absolutely love it. When you and I spoke, though, you said that there's a really good tool out there that most people may not even be aware of that can take you on the journey and guide you. What is your ideal career or options for you? You want to share a little bit more about that, Dr. Joy?
Sure. So it's called the Self-Directed Search, and it's based on the work of John Holland, who was a career theorist. And it sounds, it sounds simple when I say this, but John Holland was the first person to say that people are happier when their personality matches the personality of their career and workplace. And so what the Self-Directed Search does is not lock you into a job, but it helps you sort of think about your skills, interests, attributes, and what types of careers or what category of careers might be a good fit for you.
I like that. I actually had this conversation yesterday with a friend, how it's a good thing that there's so much variety out there. There's not, everybody's not just like us. That variety of different careers, it keeps the whole world going and options. Do you have any powerful stories or experiences to share with our listeners?
Sure. I was working with a young man who was deciding what to major in college. And I think he really knew, but he sort of needed that reinforcement and that ability to explore on his own what that option might be. He really likes writing. He's very good at writing, but he had this idea in his head of the only way to be a writer was sort of the starting artist waiting for my book to get published. And by talking with him, working through the self-directed search, having him do some of his own career research, what he was able to come to understand is there are a lot of careers that allow you to have that creative outlet of being a writer, but you're not a starting artist. You can work in public relations. You can work in marketing. You can work in politics and be something like a campaign manager. And so we were really able to help him see, by exposing him to careers other than what he thought you had to be if you were a writer, that he could maybe keep the fiction writing on the side as something fun and an avocation, but that he could really do something that used his skills, his interests in a way that was going to actually pay the bills. And so he's chosen to major in public relations in college as a result of that.
Oh, that's so exciting. I really like the experience too, avoiding headaches, how to avoid headaches. One gentleman was wanting to go down one career path, and you saw with the future, though, his career wasn't really going to be that high demand. It was altering and changing. So you were able to guide him where future paths are going. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So some of the research, once we start getting a category of jobs, some of the research that I have clients go through, whether they're a high school student or an adult client, is really looking at the forecast of that particular job. Are there going to be jobs in the future? You know, if it takes me 4 years to get a college degree to do this, are there going to be jobs in 4 years? Might I have to relocate to another part of the country if this is something that I want to explore? What's my lifetime earning potential? And then I also really encourage my clients to go out and do something called an informational interview, where they find someone in the fields they're interested in, and they sit down for 30 minutes, either face to face or on the phone, and they just ask them some questions. What do you love about your career? What do you not like so much about it? How did you get where you are today? What sort of suggestions do you have for me? So that people really understand it's not what you see on TV. It's not what, you know, someone told you. It's just really delving in a little bit deeper and finding out some of those things are going to help you be more successful and hopefully happier in your career choice.
That is such a golden nugget. I wish someone would have told me that in my background. So I started my journey in, banking, mortgage, financial for a couple decades. And so when people reach out to me about that, I am more than happy to share what I've learned. And now I just had a gentleman, he's in college, and he said, I'm looking at being a real estate agent like you are. Tell me all the pros and all the cons. And then, I also have my business and marketing agency. It's been almost 10 years now. So I love to share all that, all the pros and the cons. And again, I really wish I would have had someone there for me to share it with me. And that is such a golden nugget. So if anybody has any questions for me around those industries, I'm more than happy to support them. And Dr. Joy, I know that people could go ahead and probably Google what you said earlier, that path route in discovering what really is our calling for career-wise. Why would someone, here's my question, why would someone want to go ahead and connect and reach out to Dr. Joy? If I could just go ahead and Google and search this, right?
Sure. So yes, absolutely. You can go online and you can take the self-directed search for about $10. But all that's going to do is email back a report to you. It's going to show you what your Holland category was, and it's going to give you a list of jobs that relate to that category. But you're not going to have someone to sit with you and really interpret the results of that. And really spend some time with you talking about those careers. And, if you get a list of 50 jobs back, which of those really are the most interesting, the best fit for you? I actually have a master's in counseling. And so one of the things that I did as a part of that was I learned how to interpret those types of assessments. And I also spent a practicum experience working in a college career counseling center to really learn firsthand how to help someone apply the results of that. So instead of just getting a piece of paper and hoping for the best, you're really going to get that personalized attention and someone talking you through that and asking you the hard questions. And then my next step is to connect you to resources that you can now use that information to really do some of that research that I talked about. Or if you don't know someone in the industry that you're interested in exploring, I might, and I can help get you connected to do some of those informational interviews as well.
That's wonderful. Well, you really truly are a hidden gem, and that's why I'm grateful to have you here today on Create a Wow Life, because you could possibly, change someone's life in so many different avenues and ways. Thank you for all you do, Dr. Joy. How can people go ahead and connect and reach out to you?
So the best way to reach me is through my email address, which is joy.ham, and that's ham with 2 M's, at epcoaching.com. You can also connect with me through the Excellence Performance website. So if you don't remember my email address and you Google Excellence Performance, you'll find my bio and all of my contact information there as well.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Dr. Joy. Thank you to all of our listeners. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the little ding, and tell all your friends about us. Have an amazing day. Have a wow life, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.